Coming off arguably one of the best years of Damian Lillard's career, averaging 32 points and 7 assists, and still not making the playoffs or being a contender, even Damian Lillard knows it's time to get out of Portland. Let's face it, we all respect the loyalty of Damian Lillard, but it's time to face the facts, and that's just that the Portland Trailblazers will never surround him with a contending team, and he is just wasting years of his prime, and he finally realized that. With only a few years left of his prime, it's time for Damian Lillard to go to a contending team and use his talent to compete for a championship. Now, Dame has already stated and flat out said to the organization in the media conference that he has no interest in rebuilding, and at this stage of his career, he does not want any part of that. So, there has been rumors swirling around that Dame to the Brooklyn Nets is a real possibility. This works out for both parties, that being Dame and the Brooklyn Nets. Dame has already shown interest in Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges and has high praise for them. He says he's very close with them, and there's been reports that he would love to play with them. And the Brooklyn Nets are just a young, talented team that really do need that superstar to put them over the top and be a contender. So it's like a match made in heaven. In terms of what the actual trade package will look like, we are far from that. We don't even know if this trade is actually going to happen, but what we've been hearing is that Ben Simmons would be included in that package and draft capital such as picks and maybe another player from the Nets. This is far from being confirmed, but this is just the early stages of what this trade package could look like, and that does work out well for the Blazers, who would start their rebuild with extra draft capital and maybe another trade piece in Ben Simmons. I think I speak on behalf of a lot of the NBA community when I say this would be awesome to see Dame get out of Portland and go to a young, contending team like the Brooklyn Nets. Although they just did get swept, they've shown a lot of promise for the future and that they can be a contending team in the years to come. Let's look at it like this. After the KD and Kyrie's trade went down, a lot of the NBA community just looked at the Nets as a rebuilding team, but the emergence of Mikal Bridges and showing what he can do as one of the top focuses in an offense has really proved that the Nets can contend. They got a really young team. Nick Claxton is a great center. Mikal Bridges, Spencer Dinwiddie, and obviously Cam Thomas, who was a bucket off the bench, who I don't know why wasn't getting minutes down the stretch, but also Dorian Finney-Smith. They have a solid base of players to build around, and they were just missing that one superstar guy like Damian Lillard that can really change that team around and make them serious contenders for an NBA championship. Now, Dame, I think, would fit perfectly in that pick and roll because they have shooters such as Mikal who can play off the ball and Dorian Finney-Smith. The only one that kind of doesn't fit very well after this trade would be Dinwiddie, but we did see him play with Luka and be successful in that role, so I think he can play off the ball of Damian Lillard and still be a valid option on offense. Now let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think this trade will happen? Do you think it's a good trade for both sides? Personally, as you can see, I love this trade if it does happen, and I think it would turn the NBA upside down. The East would be super competitive. Think about Giannis, Embiid, Tatum, and the Celtics. There's just a lot of teams out East that can be competitive, and then adding Damian Lillard to the Nets, even other teams, like the Miami Heat, who right now are winning the series 2-1. You just never know, and I think this would be great for the Eastern Conference and also just great for Damian Lillard's career because I want him to be able to at least compete for a championship so at the end of the day, people don't look back on his career and say, oh, what could have been. And I really love the guy. He's a great talent, obviously. He's Logo Lillard. He's crazy to watch. One of the best scorers we've ever seen in the game. And just to see him compete for a championship and not waste his prime will be awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you hit that button. Helps out a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.